The Uganda-Rwanda borders of Katuna and Kyanika in Kabale and Kisoro districts, respectively, are still closed 2 years after Rwandan President Paul Kagame issued a travel advisory to Rwandan nationals against traveling to Uganda, saying their safety was not guaranteed. He accused Ugandan authorities of abducting Rwandan citizens and locking them up in non-designated areas. Kagame also accused Uganda of hosting and facilitating dissidents who have declared war on the Kigali government. The Rwandan authorities advised the truck drivers to use the Mirama Hill border in Intungamo district. The border closure took a huge toll on truck drivers and suffocated businesses along the border, especially Katuna and Kyanika towns. At least 97% of the business operators at the two borders have closed and abandoned their businesses due to lack of customers. Good Katabarwa is one of the businessmen still operating at the border. He says that most of the traders who are operating businesses at the border shifted to other active borders like the Mirama Hills, while others abandoned their businesses completely.
The customers are small in number, so there is no business as we used to do business.
He says that the closure of the borders has since left them in financial despair to the extent that some of them can no longer fend for their families.
Families are no more because they used to get business and cater for their beloved ones, but nowadays, no business.
Sam Mpakanie, the vice chairperson, Kyanika Business Community, said the abrupt closure of the border saw business operators lose a lot of money from the goods they had supplied to their business partners in Rwanda.
Mutwara ibintu nibaguza waza kuguza bakwesente ugaruka ubahereza ko tuba tumanyirire nabo turakorana nabo ari banywani bitu kunka bakacinga bati no ngo baracinga.
Samuel Erasmus, Mayor Kyanika Town Council, says that the border has since become a ghost town, giving room to thieves.
Others, like the youth, are meandering, and with that effect, we are having so many crimes of theft and house breaking.
Erasmus has appealed to the leaders of the two countries to resolve their conflicts, which have long affected the livelihoods of Ugandans.
As you know, when 12 fans fight, the grass suffers. So our local people are really suffering in terms of income generating, especially when there is no business being carried out on the border.
Meanwhile, the Kisoro LC5 chairperson Abel Bizimana says for the two presidents that preach integration, the border impasse should be their first test in achieving this.
How do we integrate without trade, with borders that are closed? So we need to wake up to the occasion in this generation and agree that the impasses of our sister nations must be solved.
On 30th July 2019, President Museveni told journalists at Kabale State Lodge that they were discussing the impasse with his Rwandan counterpart. However, to date, the negotiations being mediated by the Angolan president and his Democratic Republic of Congo counterpart are yet to bear results. Olivia Komgisha, NTV News.